Okay, so Lyme disease is caused by the bacteria Borrelia burgdorferi, which is a species of gram-negative bacteria of the spirochete class. Spirochetes look like little worms that drank too much coffee. Upon closer inspection, the worms look like little oil drills with whips for faces. Closer inspection is gross! The bacteria is vector-borne, which means you can get it from a creature that got it from a creature before, like fruitcakes. The bacteria is named after the dude who discovered it, Willy Burgdorfer, in 1982. He was pretty famous for figuring this out, and he's even more widely respected for doing so while not getting beat up by bigger scientists for having that last name. You can get Lyme disease from a castor bean tick that is infected with the bacteria. Usually the tick gets this from munching on mice or deer that are infected, or by hooking up with other sketchier ticks at dive bars, strip clubs, or rest stops. Lyme disease gets its name from the town of Old Lyme, Connecticut, where the first case was reported in 1975. Not to be confused with Lyman, which is the super ingredient in Sprite made from a lemon-lime mutant fruit that has never been seen in produce sections no matter how hard I dig around. Cases of Lyme disease have now been reported in most parts of the United States. Cases of Lyme disease are usually seen around office vending machines, lunchrooms, or tacky parties where young adults act douchey enough to quote Sprite commercials, or even believe that drinking a Sprite is better than a 7-Up. Don't get me started! Does Sprite have the 7-Up spot? What? No? Get over it, hippie! Lyme disease is an inflammatory disease. An inflammatory disease is a disease that causes a protective tissue response to an injury or destruction of tissues which serves to destroy, dilute, or wall off both the injurious agent and the injured tissues. Basically, it's like your body tries to get rid of something and then goes old Joan Crawford on it, which causes a lot of crazy things to happen because your body can't deal with it on its own. Once you're diagnosed with Lyme disease, the doctor will prescribe antibiotics. The antibiotic that has been proven most effective against Lyme disease is doxycycline! Doxycycline is a semi-synthetic tetracycline invented and clinically developed in the early 1960s by Pfizer Incorporated and marketed under the brand name Vibramycin. It is now generically available as doxycycline, or you can ask for it by its street name, desoxyzocline. Unfortunately, if undiagnosed or diagnosed late, Lyme disease can become a full-blown chronic illness called post-Lyme disease syndrome. Basically, it's like your body is a bar, and there's this bouncer in the bar who gets a message that someone in the bar is starting fights, but no one in the bar knows what the guy looks like, so the bouncer starts throwing everybody out. But then the bouncer goes into berserker mode and throws out the waitstaff, bartenders, managers, and if nobody sends in any backup help or cops to stop him, the bouncer starts eating the furniture. This is pretty much where anyone with post-Lyme disease syndrome is at. Empty bar, crazy bouncer breaking everything with no sign of stopping. So it really is something to research, be sensitive to, and donate to. Hospitals are not cheap, so please take a moment and give generously to help with the cost of treatment for anyone who is diagnosed with post-Lyme disease syndrome. Every little bit helps to make life better. And if I know you did, I may even get you a 7-Up.